reimagining and renovating the opera genre with inevitable changes. With the advent of the Me Too movement, society has arguably become more conscious of gender discrimination. It is an incongruity, however, how some of the essential pieces in the Western opera canon remain deeply sexist. For that reason, the genre is adjusting itself and illuminating how, from the musical stage, art can shape mentality and vice versa. Opera performances can work as a podium for new ideas, and I will present here 3 examples of recent productions that reimagine gender in opera. In January 2018, the premiere of a production of the opera Carmen in Florence surprised the world. The main character does not die, as in the original libretto, but instead kills her aggressor. The Italian stage director Leo Moscato created this considerable change in this production, to which the media had a strong response. In particular, members of the Spanish press widely criticized the stage director's decisions. One critic of the production likens Moscato's artistic decisions to dementia. According to the critic's article, such changes affected the music director, the singers in negative ways. This article, and others similar to it, perhaps derives from covert sexist thought processes in the guise of a pseudo-intellectual critic. The fact that male composers and librettists wrote the majority of operas within the canon could have made their construction of female characters influenced by their own male gender. Susan Stanford Friedman studies the gender theory of creativity by how, historically, the process of intellectual creation and the process of procreation has been linked. Both maintain a clear gender separation. Another fact is that actresses were considered as all-female performers, not better than prostitutes. Thus, for centuries, society remained silent to sexism on the opera stage. However, as the tastes of society are transforming today, new expectations dictate the inner gender and social justice vision of the modern audience and shape our interpretation of older works together with the creation of new ones. For example, New York's opera company, Opera Rocks Productions, combines the micro-opera format with social rights claims. The company director, Aiden Kim Feldkamp, used the opera as a platform to make a statement against rape culture and other socially problematic issues in order to generate changes in society. Feldkamp wrote the libretto of The Times Are Nightfall, a micro-opera based on characters from Mozart's opera Don Giovanni. In Mozart's opera, Don Giovanni claims thousands of love affairs through Europe, and for centuries, audiences worldwide have found these affairs to be a socially acceptable reason for laughter. Feldkamp offers an alternative ending for one of the deceived female characters, Doña Ana, where she, in Feldkamp's words, gets closure. Or in other words, she overcomes her socially imposed limitations. Instead of marrying Don Ottavio, in Feldkamp's opera, the devastated character of Doña Ana attempts to commit suicide. However, she and Doña Elvira fall in love. Consequently, this opera avoids the tragic end. Feldkamp's alternative for Doña Ana is significant progress in addressing the opera and gender question. The last example is the opera La Zombiada, which was inspired by Verdi's opera La Traviata. It is a parody of an opera seria where the woman in love dies at the end of the opera. The composer, Gillian Flexner, creates inspired parallels. While the main character in La Traviata, Violetta, dies at the end of the opera and leaves behind her lover, Alfredo, in the Zombiada, all the characters are zombies from the beginning, and at the end, the loving couple can succeed in their love. The comedy is present in the entire piece, and the composer intends to attract a younger audience. The Zombiada is a bridge between the traditional opera and new audiences, in the same way as The Times Are Nightfall works as a continuance of an established piece in the genre. Both of them, together with the new version of Carmen, are examples of how the demands society faces change the artistic expressions in our present time and offer precedent for a future of more progressive opera. Thank you.
What percentage is low? dead. And I don't know where I am, or where my wallet is. Great.
I rushing straight to bagels before coming. You're welcome for the bed and the bagels, by the way, since you were too cool to visit during the semester. You know, I kind of hate that phrase. I should start a new phrase. The strut of pride. But you know, slut strut does rhyme.
I love you, and we can talk about slut strutting and me not visiting you later, but right now, can I please just have a bagel, a water, and a phone charger if you have one?
So, did you?
Did I what?
Or maybe it's more of a saunter.
Dude, did I what?
Slut strut.
Slut strut? What happened yesterday?
Oh, sweet, sweet child of mine, you're such a lightweight. So what do you remember?
Oh no. I just figured out who the last person to check this book out was. Oh, I see that you were the last person to check out this book, and I noticed you have the same purple lipstick. Did we?
I thought you just viewed me as a mentor. Also, not interested. Look, it's the 21st century. We now put everything into the computer. I checked that book out when I was a student here. I can't tell you who checked this book out, but I can tell you who's taking this course. But, like I said, I'm not interested.
Instead, I just miss these an ecstasy so fleeting. Soon we must part, and here the lovers fall shall scatter the cakes and draw to practice the hygienic arts. Slide first and wash away, slide first and wash away, slide first and wash away, wash away, wash away. Farewell, my dear, the night descends, until the morning that we meet.
Well, I'm Anna, and I'm a PhD student in musicology, and thanks to Dana, I put together all the things I know about music, like violin, conducting, and musicology. Well, I started writing a libretto, but I wasn't good at composing, so I had to write the paper. So the libretto, I wanted to see the process of creating opera from the beginning. My surprise was how a text doesn't work. You have to adapt it to the music. And when you hear the music, you have to at least delete half of the text. What happened to me, that was what happened to me. And that was it. I participated in this project as a conductor, and that was very, very exciting for me to do something, a world premiere. That was incredible. Thank you, everyone.